I went through my local supermarket and I needed some extra tea. So I got a blend, like a green tea type of blend from my local supermarket. And I went in and I just browsed through the aisle. They had a nice little section where you had a certain selection to delve through. So I kind of gravitated towards getting some green tea and pomegranate. And it turned out well. You know, you could feel it activating. I know when I drink it in the morning, that's when I prefer my green tea. And it kind of activates my stomach and it feels kind of queasy, but it's all in the elimination of the morning that I enjoy my tea, kind of like the Chinese or the Asian community in the eastern part of the world. This is one of their chief practices. This is a practice I have. So when I went today to try to get that, and I'm walking and I seen a lady come and an African American. She seems to be 40 or 50 years young. She had a child with her. Child wasn't in school, but I don't know the situation. Child happy, and I looked in the shopping cart and just seen something that hurt my heart. It was so many boxed items, Eggo waffles, corn dogs, just a bunch of BS, cheesy macaroni, just all these things that take life. And as I usually feel, it was more intensified this time. I wanted to commandeer her shopping cart. I wanted to make the selections for her, like that would give life to the family. But that's against someone's will. But we allow these distributors of food, we allow our government from local to the highest levels of government they allow these foods to be ushered up onto us at a lower value when our people clearly understand that these foods are taking life from us. And I'm talking to all the political smarty pants that sanction, they let it go. This has to stop. I am so hurt at this being ignored in our communities of America. We must stop ignoring the pillaging of our people. It's outrageous to tax people, unrighteously tax people. It's more of a travesty than the British 13 colonies in which the United States of America was originated. It went off course now, but that was the original sentiment. The glorious men that started the Constitution of the United States, they was upset with the tyranny that was taking place, all the new taxations to suck the life out of the people that were actually building the country. So they started to form what they knew as was the new America. The Constitution was erected. But we all know what happened on May 1st, 1776. And if you don't know, you should go to my station. I can't say the video, but I'm always dropping real knowledge. So find out what happened on 1776, May 1st. They call it May Day, but we choose to celebrate July 4th. But the real portion was May 1st. So when I left the supermarket, I rode past a young family. Looked like a man and a young lady. And I'm not trying to talk bad about them, but you could see the effects of the food. And it wasn't that they were just obese. Even the baby was obese. I seen the in the cart. It was like a 2-year-old. I could see how the diet was a heavy factor, and I don't want this to seem like, but I can't help but to unconsciously be able to judge what's going on with quite a many people. And when you could actively, visually see the unhealthiness, or you could see the cognitive abilities or the lack of cognitive abilities, it just hurts my heart. I try to leave it there because I damn sure do not live this life to talk down on anyone. I care for the smallest of us. We got to protect our people. Those of us that are able to speak up, we got to speak up. We got to learn how to begin to fast. So all these people talking about they can't afford this level of food, when the real foods can be unequivocally put together and they end up being cheaper. Beans, several many vegetables are cheap. But if we don't take the time to put real meals together with a 1-pound bag of beans, we could feed a family of 2, maybe 4 meals with a few necessary seasonings, with 2 to 4 types of vegetables we can make into these beans, and we have the main dish, which would be 4 meals for the family. And how much is that? I know. Who wants to eat that? Would be smarter. Yes. Beans and vegetables support cognitive abilities. Carbohydrates and ultra processed foods, they deplete cognitive ability. Yes, it is well known, and it's time for us to stand up for what is right. Stand up for what's right for our people. It's time, and that's the call to action. If you have a neighbor, don't be afraid to invite your neighbors over. What happened to the good old days? What we cooked, and families, and our family, extended family, and neighbors, we got to get back to these ways, because most of our neighbors have no idea how to cook. I go in some people's houses and their stove is just immaculately clean. But it's a person that getting that money now, then they eat out all the time. And they never have time to put a wholesome meal in there. And they are just okay with being obese, barely able to walk real gingerly, and it just doesn't matter. Somebody has to care for their brother. Someone has to give love to your sisters, because we are all brothers and sisters, and the time is now that we took our lives a bit more seriously. These are the calls to actions. I'm Leon Meredith, and in case you didn't know, I love you, and ain't a damn thing you could do about it. But we got to do better. Let's stop it. Let's stop the half-stepping. Till next time, Ascension to Sovereignty. Let's uplift and inspire.